The Rivers State Sole Administrator, Vice Admiral Ibok-Ete Ibas, has appeared before the House of Representatives Ad-Hoc Committee on Rivers State Oversight for an interactive session with federal lawmakers. Now, appearing before the committee 10 days after the first invitation was sent to him, he apologized for his previous absence and appealed to the committee to grant him additional time to prepare a more comprehensive report on governance in Rivers State. Meanwhile, a major part of the meeting between lawmakers and the sole administrator was held behind closed doors. The chairman of the committee, who spoke to journalists after the meeting, described the engagement as fruitful and revealed that a new meeting date will be communicated soon.
I humbly request your understanding and the indulgence of this committee to grant me additional time to adequately prepare and present a comprehensive and constructive briefing. Given the complexities and sensitivities surrounding the current transitional period in Rivers State, it is important that any engagement with this committee is done with the depth, accuracy, and clarity it rightfully deserves. I remain fully committed to cooperating with the committee.
A new date will be communicated to him today, and he will be here, and we'll continue with our work.
Now, joining us from Port Harcourt is Gloria Harry, a public affairs analyst. Gloria, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Good evening.
Yes,
Thanks for having me.
So, Gloria, the sole administrator says he needs more time. One would have thought he's been there long enough to have what to say. What's your take on his request for more time?
Considering what he met on ground, it's expected that he would need more time because you recall that nobody handed over anything to him. So he had assumed office and he had to deal with security issues. So I'm sure with time, he'll be able to get a comprehensive report out there to the federal lawmakers, because giving us a report that is not comprehensive is also not advisable, because we are looking at a very crucial and critical aspect. A lot of people are saying he shouldn't be here. Some people are saying he should be here. So since the president has announced this development, we need to know what he met on ground and what he has done so far. So I think it's not out of place for him to ask for more time.
Well, how much time is more time, Gloria, do you think?
I can't say. Tomorrow is more time. Next tomorrow is enough time. So it depends on what he has met on ground. That would determine how long he will take. But I'm hoping that he shouldn't take too long to address any issues that might be before him to present this report. I'm hoping that he shouldn't take longer time, or like I've said, long, short is relative. So we're hoping that in a few weeks or days, he should be able to tell us he's ready with the report.
Indeed. Perhaps tomorrow, maybe in a few weeks. But Gloria, you are based in Port Harcourt. What exactly would you consider to be his achievements so far since he took office?
Well, we've not had threats, people threatening to blow up pipelines or pipelines going up in flames, or groups coming out, even if we have the women protesting almost on a regular basis, asking for him to come, then another group saying he shouldn't come. There is relative peace. There's peace in Rivers State. We are all going about our businesses. The only thing is, as politicians, we're hoping that the political issues should be resolved as quickly as possible, because when there's no democratic structure, then a lot of things are also pending. So if it comes to the state of affairs, like the peaceful nature of the state is peaceful. We don't have any security issues, just politicians are apprehensive. Those on the two divides, we're all hoping that our interests will be protected at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. Well, one of his aides was quoted as saying that those who have continued protesting since he resumed are testing his patience. Is that so, do you think?
Well, I spoke some days or weeks ago when I said, I think that was the first time the women took to the streets, or the second time, but it definitely was before the pro-Wike group took to the streets. And I said, if they all mobilize, and what if they get on the streets the same day and they clash? There will definitely be chaos. So we don't need those distractions now. They've made their point. They want the governor to come back. That's Governor Sim to come back. They've made their points. And the other people too have made their points that they don't want him to come back. Now the issues on ground are beyond protests on the streets. When those issues on ground are resolved, then maybe the tenure of the sole administrator will be at the end of the 6 months. There will be no need for us to extend, or for them to extend, the state of emergency in Rivers State. I've also heard people say that people are not dying, people are dying in other states. They're not announced or declared state of emergency in those states. And I begin to wonder, because in 2015, we had a situation where people were killed on a daily basis. If you're a journalist, you remember Rivers of Blood. That was what it was tagged. Now, the level at which groups were coming up, threatening, and fire and brimstone, saying if this happens, we'll do this. If this does not happen, we'll do this. It was enough for the president to become apprehensive. It was enough for him to become concerned, because Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. And if anything happens to any oil facility in Rivers State, we're not just going to talk about just Rivers State, but we're going to have an economic crisis. So I think that was maybe one of the reasons why they had to step in, the federal government, to stop whatever calamity that was about to happen. So for me, I've always said, let's give peace a chance. It doesn't matter what happens. Whoever was there, like the governor was there, he knew what the consequences of his decisions were, and he took those decisions. So if today his supporters are saying he should come back, they have the right to do that. But I think they're taking it too far. They protested enough. So let's just give peace a chance.
Well, Gloria Harry, thank you very much for joining us this evening with your advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Swat.